What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It is time for you to see what's behind this door. If you're new to the channel, I've built a shop in the last, I would say, about a month, and it's a shop that works perfect for my laser engraving business. My name's Matt. I own a laser engraving business, and we do this full-time out of our house. We've done it in our basement since 2015, and we now have moved it up to the basement. We've moved it up to the garage. So we laid it all out, took our time. We knew what we liked downstairs, and we knew how we want to implement everything up here. So we laid everything out, and I'm going to walk you through that process and what I did. So let's go take a look. So over here we have these shelves all along this wall, and we like to keep the tops open because this is where, as I'm making a bunch of products, I can set them over here. Sarah's going to use those carts that we have on wheels, and we'll use those to go back and forth and grab the parts. I can bring parts over. So this is all going to be for customers. You can see there's a trophy here. That's for a customer. I have the 3D printer here. We put our other boxes here. This is what we set outside for our packages. We like these. Foldable. You don't have to worry about wasting a bunch of space. So those sit there. There's 4 more of these floating around somewhere. I have my 3D printer here, and then the rest of it is customer orders, except for those cutting boards. We have to find a spot for those cutting boards. But then that's a customer order of hats and shirts and sweatshirts and a couple jackets. So you can see I have a lot going on, which is awesome, but the space is filling up super fast. Everything else on the shelf is some overstock and shipping we put over here. Then we have basically all tumblers that we just aren't selling these anymore than we used to. So these are all we call like overstock. So as there is events and stuff, we will donate this kind of stuff towards events, and then this will just get switched out with the next thing that we have that's overstock. Then over here you can see I have my tool shelf. I've wanted something like this for a very long time, so everything's organized, neat, and put away in the spot that we know where it is. And I really enjoy this. I absolutely love this. I'm so excited. I'm so glad that we have that because it's working out really nice. So now this is the shipping area, and this Sarah had organized this whole thing. So we have everything labeled, and we have a label maker, or Sarah does, and we labeled everything because we wanted to know exactly what was what. So when we had a new item, we can look at the box size, grab it because we know it will fit. So this is basically all of that. We are low and we have to order more, which we will be by the end of this week. Now, my workbench. This was supposed to be always open so I can do stuff, put stuff together, you know, basically gluing stuff, painting little blocks or so forth. And it didn't turn out to be that way. That's not what it's supposed to be for now. So now we have apparel on here. This is a hat press I am borrowing to try it out to know what kind I'm going to go with. And then I have my hat presses over here. Did I say hat press? I meant shirt press. I have a bunch of hats I'm doing in this shirt press that are flat hats. So we're doing a bunch of these for people lately with leather patches on them. So we have the hat press over there, which I have a bunch of hats I'm running through right now. I got only a couple more to go. These are all done. That's going awesome. I have my tool bench there. All of this stuff is organized. It was my tools. I have one area where it's just paint. So that's super helpful. And then we have this other cart. And this is where our spray paints are. They're not all up here. Some are downstairs yet. But then our miscellaneous stuff down here. And this is also another cart on wheels, where if we don't want it here, we can move it. Or during the really busy times, we can put it against the garage door because they won't be opening up during the winter. And then this is just a bigger area to walk through. And you'll notice there's an opening right here. I wonder why. Do I have something up my sleeve? You'll have to wait and find out. This is my desk area. I am just loving this desk, especially out here now, because in the mornings I come out, sit down, and I punch in all the stuff that I need to have made. Names, I draw the logos, do all the computer work basically in the morning right away. And then I go into the rock and roll mode. I don't know why I said rock and roll. I don't have any other name for it. But the beast mode. I go in the stand-up mode. Now I can see outside. Makes my heart happy. I get to see my little piggly wigglies out there and chickens. And I get to see when it snows. And right now I get to see beautiful fall colors. But more importantly, I get to see when it snows. I love the snow. Hence why I live in the north. But I love the stand-up desk. It really is nice because as you're doing stuff, you can come over here, click it, go, and you're not bending over, you're not sitting down, and then trying to get, you know, once you sit down, I feel like you just want to stay sitting, especially when you shouldn't be. So, really loving this desk. And then we have the area over here. I didn't know what to do with this for the longest time. As you can see, this is set up with the fiber right here, with room to work with right here, all the shelving. So I'm going to put all of our stuff, I have to bring it upstairs, on here that I do work for other companies. So all the fiber stuff will sit there. And you'll notice there's an empty spot right here. I wonder what's going to go there. Did I do something again? Now you're asking yourself, Matt, you have 2 spots you're talking about. Yep, I do. Something new there, something new there. Oh, my plate is full, and it's about to get fuller. Yeah, I'd say pretty much. So you can see we have 2 pallet shelves back to back. That side Sarah's, this side is mine. This is where I keep a lot of stuff, and I rotate this out. I have yet to bring everything up from downstairs. This is another shelf. We also are labeling everything. I have to bring this stuff outside, and I don't need some of this stuff, but all this up here is going to be for stock, and down here is stock. This part of it is going to be the paint booth. It'll be from right about here over, and it's just going to be a little paint booth so I can do a quick clear coat on something, or, you know, spray paint something really quick. I don't plan on using this every day and a lot during the day. The other thing is we are leaving this part open, and this will be just for the stuff to dry. So I can take it out, set it out here, and let it dry. So the reason why I'm putting it here is because this part is by the garage door. So you're going to have our cold winters. You're still going to have some air leaking in that's going to be cold. It's just inevitable. It's going to happen. You can't seal everything tight in a garage. So, well, not this old of a garage. Maybe now the newer ones you can. I don't know. This is old. So this is what I got to work with. So that's why I put this down here. I didn't want any of the lasers touching the door because of that reason. If it did get really cold, and let's say you had the thunder down here, I don't want it to have potentially freeze that tube and then be frozen. So that's my thoughts of it. That's why I like to push everything this way. The reason why I have these lasers laid out like this is because of the cold. So I put them like so. But also, I know this one downstairs, I had the 6-inch ductwork fan on it, and it was awesome. It pulled it out. Well, having it up here closer to the outlet, there's more of a draw. Since I did that and I put this one first, this one, when it cuts now, before the smoke would go up a little bit and then hang and then get sucked down, now it goes straight out. It is cool as heck to watch because it goes straight towards the vents and it's out of here. So there is no smoke whatsoever. I've cut way more in the last week up here than I have in the last week down there, and I have not cleaned the lens. It does not need it. So that shows you the improvement of the whole manifold. This has been great. Now the epilogue I put here because I have this set up where it was a 4-inch and it's going to double. This I have it so I can take off and leave it as a 6-inch because I think the epilogue's going to be going down the road. I have something else in mind that I want to purchase, or, you know, I think I'm going to get, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I left that open like that so we can at least use that. And then I can use the 4-inch to put on here for the paint booth. There's some more research I have to do with the paint booth because of the fan and fumes and so forth. But other than that, this has been great and it has been working amazing. Having this manifold go straight out the wall like that in such a short run that 8-inch fan, I am so glad I went with 8-inch rather than 6-inch, because that thing pulls like you wouldn't believe. It is awesome. So as far as electrical goes, now the electrical, we made sure we did 3 different 20 amp circuits to come up here. And by doing that, I knew no matter what, I could have 3 different machines, heavy power using machines, and I'd be fine. It wouldn't hurt nothing. So that means there's 4 circuits up here now, because I had one 20 amp breaker before. So I'm really excited how this all worked out, and we laid everything out, and it worked. I did it on paper, and now I've seen it in person. It is awesome. Now, you guys, I don't know if you know this, but the space I had downstairs, square footage wise, was more than this garage. But I didn't have the height either. So, with having these pallet racks, we can use the full top shelf. Has really helped quite a bit. And I'm really excited for this, because as I'm filling up, it's getting tighter. I can feel that, but it's just a flow. The way we have this flow, it works out so well. So you're probably wondering also, how come you have all the lasers over here and then all the heat presses over there? What I've found, what works best for me, is I like to run the lasers, get all the laser work done right away in the day. So that means running all the patches, cutting all the wood that I need to cut, engraving all the glass and tumblers, and all the blocks and everything I need to do. Once that's all done, I take all the patches and I get the heat presses going, warm them up, and then I start pounding those out, and then the day is done. So I just really like the flow, because you can grab that, put it on the shelf over there, the racking, Sarah can take it, and it's done. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about it. The other thing I'm really liking is this floor. This makes this space look cozy. I really enjoy it. I'm glad I did it. I wasn't going to do it. I don't know if you guys remember that from the video before, but I wasn't going to do the floor, and I'm so glad we did, because it looks really sharp, it's nice, and it's cozy. It really is. It's like you're still working in a home environment. The other thing is, we have not done anything with the doors, because I have some rust over there on the one, and down the road I think I'll just end up replacing them. It's not the end of the world, but they are an eyesore compared to everything else. But they aren't as bad now that I have everything in here, because you're not just looking right at that. It's not just a big open space with the garage doors. So if you guys haven't seen where I started with this garage and the whole build, I'll leave a link right here. You can click this and it'll take you from the beginning in the whole playlist. If not, YouTube thinks you like this. Glad you got to see me again. Bye.